Hi guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, well, I am making leftover chicken. I have some leftover chicken breast from last night. So I'm making a chicken tamale pie. Something like that. So I've got my enchilada sauce. It's mild. You could use the green or the red. I have the red. The green would be good on me. I'll just move this back a little bit. Come on, people, where you at? Oh, so I'm just gonna get started. I've got my corn muffin mix. This is honey sweet cornbread mix, Texas style. So it's got, you can use 2 Jiffy small or one of these. These are pretty big. This is 16 ounce. I'm going to put it in my bowl. My bowl right here. And let's see. Now I used 1 can of corn. I needed 1 can of cream corn. So I just took 1 can of corn and put it in the mixer with all the water. Mixed it all together to get my cream corn. I'm just going to put that in here with the cornbread. Get my little spoonula. It's been a while since I've been on here, guys. A little while. A week or so. I don't know. It's been real busy with the holidays and everything else we got going on. So there we are there. That's our corn. I'm going to put this aside in the sink because we're not going to use it anymore tonight. Alright, so to this, I've got my corn, I've got my cornbread. I'm going to add 1 cup of milk. It's going right in here, just like that. I'm going to add 1 egg. 1 egg. Whoops. And I'm going to add this can. No, I'm not going to do this yet. These are later. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of my homemade taco seasoning. Let's see what we got in here. Where's my spoons? 1/3 cup, no. So I'm just going to use 1/4 cup of taco seasoning. Put that all in there, just like that. And I'm going to open my can. Although we're not going to use it yet. Okay, let's see. So you could use rotisserie chicken, leftover chicken, put some chicken in a crock pot. This sucker don't want to come off. It's not very easy. There we go. That'll work. Let me get my little fork over here. I'm going to put it in this pan after. some cheese right here, cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese. I'm just going to get this mixed up. I should be wearing an apron right now, but haven't gotten to that yet. Smells good. Anything with taco seasoning smells really good, right? Yum. We'll call this fancy, fancy cornbread because it's got all the corn and all that goodness in there. Okay, so there's that. Well, I guess this is incorporated. So we have our egg, we have our corn mix, we have our can of creamed corn, 1 egg, 1 cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna spray my pan with some oil. Oil my pan. Oh, I'm going to turn on my oven too. Let me turn my oven on. 400. Oh no, that's not the right one. So upper oven, we want it up higher. How do you do that? I am still not used to this. Bake. Upper oven. Bake. How do you do the cooking time? Oh, here we go. So, oh no, that's cook time. We got it going. Let's just push start. Okay, people, where you at? Where's everybody at? Everybody's making dinner? Look at this, look at this, look at this. Okay. Hey, there you are. Yay. Hi, Johanna, I got somebody. So I'm making a chicken tamale. I have cornbread in here, a can of creamed corn. Of course, I had to cream it myself in the mixer. So I didn't have any canned cream corn. And plus it usually comes with, what is that, corn syrup or something in it. So I just mix it myself. 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning. 1 egg, 1 cup of milk. Yeah, and I just mix it in the cornbread. It's like a 16 ounce of cornbread. So cornbread, corn, milk, egg, and seasoning. I'm going to pour it into the pan. I need my little spatula, this thingy right here. So I had some weird thing happen to me last night. After I dropped Marlene off at home, I went to the store, came here, dropped off the milk, and I told Brian I'm going to go to the office because I had a few things I had to do. And as I was leaving the office, there was this lady that was walking by, and she was smoking a cigarette, and she had turned around and said something to me, and I couldn't hear her, so I rolled down my window, and she came, and I said, "Did you say something to me?" And she said, "Oh yeah, I want a ride." And I said, "Oh." Well, where are you going? And she didn't really say. It was like she was almost incoherent, but she wasn't. Or like she was talking, but she wasn't. I don't know. It was weird. And so I cleared off my seat next to me. I had a bunch of stuff, and I put it in the back. She's like, "Oh, I could sit in the back." And I said, "No, my grandson his car seat's back there." And there's no way I wanted this lady to sit behind me, like, be vulnerable. I was already vulnerable as it is. And so, but I wanted to be nice because it was windy and rainy outside. It was cold, and so I wanted to be nice and give her a ride. But it was just kind of scary, the whole thing. Like, if I would have left a minute later or a minute before, you know, I probably would have missed her. So it's just kind of weird that I had that interaction with this woman. But anyway, so she got in the car, and I said, "Oh, you know, I kind of was introducing myself and saying how cold it is outside, and she didn't really. She said she needed a ride. So once we got in the car, we're in town. And I told her I was going to Butte Valley, that I could take her to Butte Valley, and she was agreeable to that. But once I got her in the car, she kind of, was trying to get me to go on 80. I'm like, 80's nowhere near here. She's all, "You need to take a left and go on to 80. I said, "Ma'am, I am going to Butte Valley. I can drop you off in Butte Valley." And so my mind at that point was just, you know, rolling and thinking, you know, really fast, like, "Lord, what do I do?" And so I just felt like the Lord was telling me, just keep talking. Just keep talking. Just keep talking, and just, you know, not talking loud necessarily, but just keep talking about stuff. So I started to tell her about my day and how I picked up my sister and how I drop her off, and that my kids were waiting at home for me, that my fiance's waiting at home for me. They're expecting me at 6, you know, it's 6:30. And so I think I was just trying to humanize with her. Like, I'm a human, I have a life, you know, because she was trying to redirect me a little bit. I was getting kind of scared. I was like, "Oh my gosh, you know, I'm trying to be nice and do something for somebody, but I don't know where her headspace was at. I didn't know what her intentions were." And so at that point, after she got in the car and we're going, I told her I'm going to go this way. And then Clear Creek Crossing, the store that's near here, I told her, "We're going to stop at the store. It's open." I said, "Are you thirsty? You know, are you thirsty?" And she was, "Yeah," you know, and she wouldn't really talk too much. She was really quiet. Like, she would, you know, short, simple answers, and I was doing all the talking. And but I got really nervous because she would go down to her feet. She would go down to her feet by her ankles. And in my mind, I was thinking, "Oh, what if she has a knife? What if she plans on attacking me?" You know, I had all these weird thoughts. Anything could happen. And I didn't have my gun on me. Like I should, but I didn't. And so that's why I was like, just kept, you know, the Lord was telling me, just keep talking, just keep distracting her. So I'd ask her questions about where she's from, and she didn't have much answers, but she just kept looking at me really weird. And she did ask me at one point if I had any tissue, and she wanted to look at my glove box. I said, "No, I have tissue in the back." I said, "Once I stop, then I can get you the tissue." She's, "Oh, no, don't worry about it." And then, because she didn't cough or sneeze or anything, she just wanted to know if there was tissue. So I thought that was kind of awkward. I don't know why. But, so when I got her to the store, I thought, okay, this is my opportunity. I got to get her out of the car. I got to get this lady out of my car. And so I did. When we got there, I said, come on, let's go in there and I'll buy you some hot chocolate. I'll buy you something to drink, you know. And she's all, do I get out of the car? Do I have to get out of the car? And I said, well, yeah, you got to come in and pick out your drink, whatever you want. At this point, I just thought, okay, I got to get her out of my car and I got to get home safe to my family. So that's what I did. And she went in there, she got a hot chocolate, and I talked to the owner or whoever working there, and I paid for the hot chocolate. I said, I'm paying for her drink right there. And then I walked up to her and I said, you're good to go. I paid for your drink. And I said, are you homeless? And she goes, yeah, because at first she was saying she lived in Oroville, but then yet she wanted a ride, so I didn't understand that. So I said, well, good luck to you. I wish I could help you more than I have. You know, and she then looks at me and says, oh, well, I have family and friends. Don't worry about it, that I can call. But it's just weird how everything came about, and I just had all these mixed feelings. Like, you know, I'm trusting, like I want to help people, but at the same time, it is so dangerous out there. You just don't know what you could get yourself into. And I watch Dateline all the time, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is totally could have been a Dateline thing. Like, if she had attacked me, you know, I don't know. It's just, I didn't know where her mind was at. You know, she wouldn't really talk that much. She seemed preoccupied mentally. So I didn't know if she was gonna, I'm putting this in the oven real quick, if it'll fit. There it goes. Why isn't this fitting in the oven? There it goes. I think it started. No. Bake. This thing don't want to bake. Upper oven, bake, start. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, I'm going to bake this for like 20 minutes. I just had a real scary night last night. I mean, it wasn't, I've given people rides before, but they were just more, you know, talkative and, you know, you just let me off right here. But she started off saying she needed a ride. Then I told her, you know, she said she lived in Oroville. But yet she tried to steer me to Highway 80. I'm like, 80? I'm not going 80. I'm going this way. I can drop you off this way. You know, so who knows? Maybe she's going to take me to 80 and do God knows what. I don't know. I'm just thankful I made it home. Made it home and had these eerie feelings like all night over that. Really. Now I gotta shred up my chicken. I just have one piece of breast chicken. Okay, so I'm burning up in this sweater. Hi, baby, and this dog is begging for stuff, aren't you? I'm just gonna get a fork and just twist it and kind of shred it up. Let me get 2 forks. Watch out, baby. So what's been going on with you? What you been doing? I'm shredding up my chicken right here. Got a lot. I don't know. I think if I had 2 breasts of chicken, I probably would use 2, but I only have 1 here because I'm going to shred it up. So I'm just doing the casserole tonight. I have the stuff for Stefan's cake, but that's too early to make his cake yet. His birthday is on Monday. So I'm thinking maybe on Sunday I'll make it, or his birthday party is going to be on the 9th. So I haven't decided if I'm going to make it on his birthday for his actual birthday, or if I'm going to make it for his birthday party. Because that's going to be a lot of cake. Oh, you know what? I think I have olives too. I think I'm going to get the olives out. For the garnish for this, I'm going to have olives, and I bought a tomato. And I think I might still have some cilantro. I'll have to check. But that was really scary last night. All these emotions going through me. Brian said, promise me you will not do that again. I said, okay, I promise. Especially if I don't have anything on me to like protect myself. But who knows? She could have had a gun too. Could have been over just real quick like. There you go, baby. So you just never know. You never know about people. You try to help people and people get hurt all the time. Innocent people. Just by going out of their way, you know, just having a good heart and want to help people out, and they get hurt. I think in the end she just realized I wasn't gonna take her anywhere she wanted to go. I said, I've got my fiance waiting for me, I got my kids waiting for me, so I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going anywhere. Okay. I have 2 drinks going on. I forgot I already had one and made another one. Put this in here in the sink. Now my oven is warming up. It's at 260 right now. So I'm just going to take you with me. Walk around. So I have to wait 20 minutes for that to set a little bit before we put our enchilada sauce on top of it. I'll probably fork it all over the place. And then we're going to layer our little bit of chicken right here. Shredded chicken, and then our cheese. And then we're going to stick it back in the oven for another 20 minutes. But it's so nice after Christmas. It's like all the Christmas presents are gone. So it cleaned out the house a little bit. Hey, honey. His clothes are right here.
Get your clothes and put them away. You know your shirts get hung up in your closet.
Here you go, buddy. So anyway, I'm hot and sweaty. I gotta turn on this ceiling fan and turn off this heater. Yeah, it's off. So, what you been up to? I've been trying to get my taxes started, and I know it's a little early, but I just feel like there's a lot next month. I have to study for my exam, and we got our wedding coming up, and I sent out the invitations today, so you should get one in the mail soon. I'm hoping by Thursday you'll get it. I sent off like 27. I had around 30 people. I think I had like 27 cards. But when you get it, just text me like how many people are coming, whether they want a vegetarian dish or a chicken. We're having chicken marsala, I think. So it has like mushrooms in it. Brian really liked it, and he doesn't like mushrooms, but he really liked the chicken, the flavor of the chicken. And then the the vegetarian dish is like a pastry with like some kind of soy meat inside of it, from what I hear. I haven't actually tried it, but I'm gonna wave at you. Anyway, so it's hot. I should change my shirt. It is too hot. It was cold outside, boys. Snow everywhere. I've got this big old long thick sweater, and I have a matching hoodie right here. And I got my hair done. I got my hair light highlighted. So there you go. All ready to go out to the snow. Boo. Yeah, I like this hat. Matching hat. It's cute. But anyway, it's too hot. Too hot for all that. Oh, I got a fan. I'm going to turn the fan on. So anyway, that's all I've been up to lately, is just staying home, chilling with the family, and we watched some Christmas movies. Marlene and I watched, what video was that? Which Christmas movie? And we watched a bunch of them. Do you remember what Christmas movies we watched over the weekend? Your nice new jeans. They look good. I turned on the oven and it's just very slow, like, to heat up.
What?
The oven.
Yeah.
I turned it on to like, I don't know, 350. It's just taking a while.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what happened? I cannot see. I cannot see anymore.
Say hi. Johanna's the only one on there.
Hi,
Say
Johanna.
So he got new pants today.
Mm-hmm.
He went shopping today and got the kiddos some clothes, and he got some
And
clothes.
the old man some clothes.
Yeah.
Look at your hair in the wind. It's just blowing.
I'm burning up.
Makes me think about like we were riding a Harley. Like we're riding.
I'm burning up. It's burning up in here.
We're going for a ride. I don't think Jeremy's ever been on a motorcycle.
Yeah, it was kind of, it looked, we got that severe weather warning saying it was going to snow down to 1,000 feet. I think the closest is right up here in Paradise where Janessa's at. Actually, further up. I don't know if Janessa got any snow now, but when we went up to the snow on Sunday, which was yesterday, there was like little patches in Magalia, but in Sterling City, there was all kinds of snow. So the kids got out and played it there for a few, and then we came home, and then I took Marlene home, and I took her to Safeway and did a little bit of shopping first, and then I came home and then went to the office, and all that weird stuff happened. But anyway, yeah. It was scary. Because usually when I pick people up, I don't get those bad vibes, you know. And I think what made me so suspicious is she kept reaching down towards her ankles and not really communicating with me, just kind of like she was waiting for her opportunity, is what I felt like. You know, wait until she goes, you know, reaches back for the Kleenex so I can just Oh, it was terrible. I said, okay, I gotta talk, I gotta distract her, I gotta humanize myself and get her out of the car. So, I mean, she was quick to get in the car. Like, she just wanted to get in the car and see where I would take her, I guess, or what she could do or whatever. But when I lived in Rackerby, I used to take this guy, but he lived locally. He lived like right down the road, but he would just hitchhike to the corner store and get beer. And so I knew who he was, and so I would pick him up and drop him off, and he'd get his beer or whatever, and see you later, and he would get her another ride with somebody going back up. But I had all these like little flashbacks, like, oh my goodness. Thinking of Dateline and 2020, all these shows, you know, like, oh my goodness. This is how people get on these shows. I don't want to do this. Anyway. So, I've got all this stuff here from Christmas. I got to clean up. I've just been real tired today. Dragging a little bit. Tax season's no fun. I don't think I'm going to do people's taxes this year. Last year, I mean, it just, everybody hits you up, and then it's, a lot of times I would just, you know, have them pay me through, you know, I put my checking account and all that on there, and then instead the IRS just sent everybody checks. So it doesn't matter what you put on there, and then you don't get paid. I don't get paid. So I'm like, I am not going to waste my time this year. If people can't pay me, it's not worth it. I don't got that kind of time on my hands. I'm trying to lift this up a little bit. Yeah. So Brian got me this ice maker for Christmas right here. It's awesome. It makes little like holy ice. And it constantly recycles it. So once it melts, it just makes more ice. Isn't that cool? Holy ice. There it is. There's the holy ice. Yeah, so we're always running out of ice. Not anymore. Okay. His cake. I can kind of go over what his cake's gonna be. I can find. So I just got a regular chocolate mix, cake mix. Now I've got chocolate pudding. So I'm going to put the pudding in the mix. And I'm probably going to reserve like a tablespoon to put in the frosting, like I did with the first cake. But I'm going to add probably a cup of flour to this one. And I have chocolate chips I'm going to melt down and put in the frosting as well. So that's what I've got going for him. He just really loves chocolate. That's what I'm going to do for him. In the meantime, I'm cake free. I'm not going to eat no more cake until it's his birthday. going on? What be going on? So it's at 350 now. I don't know how long it's been at 350. It takes a little bit to warm up. Takes a little bit to warm up. Okay. How was your Christmas, Johanna? I can't see anything if you're typing anything. I don't see anything. I'm going to clean as I go. Pretty soon they're going to have it to where you can hear like my voice. So that'd be hard though to hear a lot of people if there's a lot of people on there. Did you guys, did you have your kids there at your house? Or I think I seen it on video. I didn't know where you guys were, but you guys are playing games, reindeer games. It looked like fun. Stick this over here. Reindeer games. (2022) is right around the corner. You got any New Year's resolutions? I'm going to go over mine here. You know, I resolute to fill in the blank, blank, blank. You know, it's very cliche and common for the lose weight. I'll lose weight if I do. If I don't, I don't. Whatever. But my thing is just not letting people make me upset. You know, I think it's natural we all get upset once in a while, but really, people shouldn't be allowed to make us upset. So please. Try to control us, or, you know, there's just... Some people I know that try to control your time, and whether they be friends or whoever. Just people in general, not anybody in particular, but for me anyway. I don't know, it could be anybody, if you've had anybody that's like put you down or... Don't tolerate it anymore. Hi, Brian. Talking about 2022. Don't let nobody make us upset. Make me upset, make you upset, make it, you know. We shouldn't tolerate that kind of stuff. Boundaries. It's called having healthy boundaries. When somebody just, I don't know, pressures you to do stuff that you don't really want to do, or you know what I'm trying to say, right, Brian? Love you too. But on the conversation I'm trying to have about boundaries, healthy boundaries. What do you got to say about that? Healthy boundaries. Like, nobody should be telling somebody else what they should or shouldn't do. They shouldn't be telling them, you know, if they're good at something, or if they're bad at something, or I think healthy critiquing is different than telling somebody what they should or shouldn't do. There's a lot of grease in this. I need a wooden spatula. These wooden spatulas are good for a lot of stuff. So, that's something I would just touch up on. It's just like, for my resolution, I just want to be more stronger with my boundaries with anybody, no matter who they are. I don't know if you want to call it a resolution. I'd rather call it like a, what do you call that? When you have dreams that you want to do, you want to go places. Bucket list. Yeah, bucket list. I have a bucket list. We all should have a bucket list. The things we want to do before we die or whatever. I want to go to Norway because I found out I, you know, through my DNA that I'm Norwegian or Scandinavian, mostly. And I don't know if I get it from mom's side or my dad's side. They're no longer around to know. But I remember my mom, though, somebody, and I can't remember who, was saying she kind of looked Italian. And I found out that I am 10%
Italian.
yeah, from, well, yeah, 10% Spain and Italy was circled on my DNA map. So now I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Norway. I want to go to Italy. And get to know their customs and their traditions. And I've heard that, you know, Scandinavian people are really light in color. So that makes sense why I'm so white. But then other times when I was a teenager, my skin, I could tan really easily. But now I guess get red very easily. So, I don't know. But it does explain why I like fish, maybe. I don't like all fish. I just like certain types of fish. But things like that. I want to go to Norway and Italy and where do you want to go, honey?
We're going to go right there by Norway. Remember where I'm from?
He wants to go to Catalina Island, right?
No, honey.
Am I-
I've been to Cali.
Oh, not Catalina. Sorry, my bad.
By
That's what I
Norway.
get. Where? What's by Norway? UK?
Yeah.
Okay, United Kingdom is right below. So you got Norway, Sweden, and you got UK, right?
Mhm.
He wants to go there.
Because I'm from there.
Oh, you're from there?
I'm Scandinavian and the other one, the UK, I forget what it's called.
United Kingdom.
Yeah.
And he's also Cherokee. Right? But that wasn't on his DNA.
Yeah.
Or was it?
Yeah, it was, but not.
What did
that
they-
was like 60% from, I forget what it's called,
Let me get my drink.
in England, and then the other like 15% Scandinavian, and then the other bunch of other stuff. But my
Oh,
grandpa was like a full-blood Cherokee Indian, or
So
not
his
all
grandpa-
full-blooded, yeah.
was full-blooded Cherokee Indian. Okay. I knew there was Indian somewhere in there, but did it showed it on your DNA profile?
Yeah.
It did show it on his DNA. Oh, that fan feels so good. Yeah, so things like that. We all should have some kind of plans, aspirations to do this year, this coming year. So we're trying to get our passport right now. I just sent mine off. It'll probably be here the middle of March, which we are going to Mexico. We've never been to Mexico. He still has to get his birth certificate because the one we brought in there was a copy, and they don't take copies over there. So he has to order one, and I just pray he gets it on time because he was saying the timeline is like middle of March, and we're getting married at the end of March, and we're leaving the 28th of March. So that is the plan. So I'm just hoping he'll get his birth certificate sooner rather than later, and we can get this passport out of the way. And then I gotta do the plane tickets, gotta figure that out still. Just so much to think about, get done. That's just what kind of stressing me right now. And then I still have to order the I got to figure out how many people are coming. So after the 15th, I should know more about how many people are coming. Then I can order the number of plates of food for everybody. And then the chairs and tables and all that good stuff. And we still don't have anybody to marry us yet. Believe it or not, that's the one thing that we have to have in order to get married. And we don't even have that yet. Like, there was a couple ladies that we got referred to and said, oh, this lady does it or this person does it, and they never returned a phone call. So we are going to go to the bridal show January 9th in Chico, and I'm sure we can try to get somebody from there, or at least get a photographer, get the rest of the stuff that we need then, and just be done with it. I don't want to stress on it anymore. Well, less stress. Anyway, I have faith that everything will work out. Gotta work everything out. Oh, that's I gotta do a little testimony. So, I was stressing over who's gonna watch Stefan. Okay. Well, the thing is, he does have free respite in Cottonwood. It's a respite home for disabled children, and he qualifies. So I was going to take him there for like a week or 10 days, however long we're going to be gone. And but my hesitation was that he would be in school during that time. He'd have to miss an entire week or 10 days of school. And he didn't want to do that. He doesn't miss school. He does really good at school. His grades are fine and everything. But I didn't want him to stress on that as well. And then, not to mention, it's like an hour and a half or so going north, north, north. And so I would have to worry about driving him there after the wedding and then turn around leaving the next morning early to get on the flight to go where we're going. So I was really stressed about that. The time crunch, it just didn't seem reasonable. So my friend Caroline, I've mentioned her before, she was over here. And I don't know how we got on the subject of us going, but I told her, we had to do this, that. And she said, I will watch Stefan. He is no problem. And she's always like doing, giving them Bibles and, they talk a lot in church and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, God is working it out. Thank you. She just lives like literally right a few blocks down the road. And she would be able to take him here to the school for the school bus to pick him up and take him to school and bring him back. Or she'd pick him up, to and from the school bus, which is awesome. So he wouldn't miss school. He'd be close to home. And it's, she offered, and at first I was like, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do this? She's like, oh, I'd love to have him. She does live by herself, and she probably gets pretty lonely, and Stefan is a good kid, and so that worked itself out. And I know I got to give it to God. God worked that out. God worked that out, because I wasn't even thinking that at all. I was thinking I'm going to drive to Cottonwood after my wedding or ask somebody to do it. And it would be really inconvenience to ask somebody to drive him all the way to Cottonwood. That's, hour and a half each way. And anyway, so I'll just save that time he has for the respite home. I'll save that for like the summertime when he's out of school, so he don't have to worry about stressing over, going to school. He'll have a free vacation there. But yeah. What'd you say, Brian? We have property in the woods and a backhoe. Don't mess with us. We have property in the backwoods, babe? So anyway, yeah. That worked itself out. Now I'm just like, okay, what about, the rain? Is it going to rain that day? We're not going to know until closer to the wedding date, at least 10 days, of whether it's going to be sunny, if it's going to be raining. Do I have to order those canopies and tents or whatever? What? What, Brian? What do you mean by what? Oh, I am talking about wedding planning. And trying to figure out maybe, the closest we could figure out the weather is like 10 days till before. And we have to get the tables and the chairs and, this and that and the other. Oh, porta potty. People are going to have to use the restroom. So, yeah. How come it says both of you are watching, but it doesn't show anybody, no eyeballs on the corner? It doesn't show anything. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. But, yeah. So it's a little bit stressful, and I think I'm hoping that the closer it gets, that everything will just be taken care of. I'm just like, well, I'll just throw my hair up and something and just go. And don't stress about my hair. Don't stress about everything so much. I'm like stressing over my makeup, my hair, you know, and where is this going to go and how's that going to play out? Anyway. I mean, it is a little bit easier just to elope and go, you know, to Reno or something. And I don't want to do that. I've already been there, done that. I don't want to do that again. Johanna, I seen your dad today. I just thought of it just now. Where was I? We were parked in his truck somewhere. I don't know if we were getting gas or something, but I saw him walk by. He does a lot of walking. And he was carrying like a I don't know, some kind of bag. But yeah. I waved, but I don't know if he knew who I was. He's probably thinking, what is that lady waving at me? Anyway, yeah, I see him when I go to town, here and there. He's walking around, getting around really good. That's good that he's walking because, you know, that's like the best exercise you can get. And he looks like he's doing better. So, and I was gonna show Brian like, hey, that's Johanna's dad, but I think he was inside getting gas or something. But did I show you my flower arrangement? I made a new one. It kind of looks like the same as the old one, but it has different flowers. I'll show it to you. It's been almost 20 minutes. I got to bring that out. You can see it better when it's up here. Let me just move this. There it is. This bread. Okay, so I've got more eucalyptus, like 5 or 6 eucalyptus leaves. And I got some of these like Christmassy pine needles here. I don't know if you can see them really good. And these flowers I got at Walmart, they're red and green polka dot. So I thought they kind of look Christmassy and like for New Year's, they kind of remind me of fireworks. Kind of. If you can see the little spots on them, they look real pretty. And then over here, I just did the same. I got some of the pine branches, and then I've got some of the, I had some of the olive branches too. I actually got some olive branches from Arlene's apartments. I went over there and I have my scissors with me, and I cut some of those branches off just to stick in there to get different colors and variations in there. I've got these solid leaves too, and I'm not sure what the name of this plant is, but they're very pretty and they're dark and rich. So I thought it was pretty. It's fun to do. Make your little own arrangements. Okay, I gotta check our corn cake. I'm gonna call it a corn cake, because that's basically what it is. Oh yeah, it looks like it's settling in nice. I need to get my my hand thingies. My hand thingy-majiggies. I forget what they're called even. Here they are. Pot holders. Pot holders. My little thingies coming out. See, this is what it looks like. So it does, I'm just leaving the oven on because I got to stick it back in there once I do what I got to do with it. Let me clear a path here. I got my little tornado going on. So I think the green would actually go better, but I didn't have green, so I'm using the red. Sorry, babe, I'm using red. Okay. So I'm going to take this fork right here, and I'm just going to, you can do this with a straw or with a fork. I'm just going to use a fork and dot it all over the place. So when I pour the sauce in, the sauce gets inside of the cake and just gives it more flavor. Let's kind of stick into this a little bit. So it almost looks like it's kind of messy, but that's okay. We're going to eat it anyway, so. Okay, now that I put my little holes in the cake, I'm going to pour my sauce in there. And this is mild. There's no hot stuff in this sauce. No hot stuff in this sauce. I'm going to get a spoon and kind of move it around though a little bit. Because the sauce is kind of just sticking in one spot. So I'm just going to move it around a little bit. So we've got sauce all over the place. Like that. So I will show you. So it kind of looks like that. Now I'm going to put my chicken in there. Alrighty. There's that. So there goes my shredded chicken. I'm going to really spread it out thin because there's not a whole lot, but there's plenty. There's plenty here. I think that looks good. I think that looks good. I think that looks good. See? Okay, so I'm going to throw my chicken foil away. Alright, so now I'm going to add the cheese. This is that Fiesta blend, Mexican style, Mexican blend. So we got some cheddar, we got some Monterey Jack. And I'm going to put this back in the oven. We're going to cook it for another 20 to 30 minutes. And then I'll just cut the tomato and the cilantro and yeah. For on top. Now it's going back into the oven. Here we go. Chicken tamale. Chicken tamale. Ah. All right. See what time it is. It is 6:46. So 7:05 or 7:15 whenever I remember to look at it. Oh, excuse me. You might be done by 7. Let me get my cilantro out. Cilantro is so fresh. It is so fresh. I'm just gonna, I got one yellow stem in there. I cut this little band off here. And I've got my scissors. I'm just going to use my scissors and run it through. And if you know what, I might use some of this for some pico. I'll make some pico. Because there's a lot here. And I already know Brian doesn't really care for it, I don't think. Is that right, Brian? You don't care for cilantro, right? So there'll be plenty to go around. I just love me some pico and some chips. And sometimes I like to put other fruit in there besides just tomato. I'll put, like, I don't know, peaches or pears. Okay, let's get this going here. Look at all that cilantro. I'm going to cut some more up. It's a very grassy scent to cilantro. Lemony, grassy. Alright, there we go. There's our cilantro. I'm just going to move it aside. I'm going to get my tomato. Tomato, you say tomato, I say tomato. There we go. I'm going to just rinse it off. I haven't rinsed it since I brought it home from the market. Alright, let me get a knife for this guy. I am not going to cut the tomato. Oh, you know what? My good cutting knife is in the dishwasher. I really like these ceramic knives. They cut through tomatoes really, really nice and easy. You're not going to squish the tomato. I'm just going to take the stem off. And I'll just cut it right in half. That way I'll use half tonight and then I can use half tomorrow. Put that away. It just cuts right really nice. Alright, there's our tomato. We got our cilantro. And now I'm going to find containers to put them both in. Containers, here we go. I think I'll use the one with the green lid for cilantro. Fresh and so green. Fresh and so green. Put this in here. Okay, our tomato. No, this I think is going to be too small. But I have a glass one that's a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to stick these in here. That little guy got away. Okay, and then this, I'm going to wash this. The garbage can is right here. I'm just trying to make it. Okay, we're almost done. We are almost done. And I have some sour cream I am going to use. Try to clean up my little mess here. So a little sour cream. Oh, let me not forget olives. Olives. Oh, I almost did forget. I almost forgot. I know I bought some, but finding them is going to be the thing. I'll take you with me. I am looking for olives. Oh, there they are. There they are. I found me some olives. Right here. We're going to drain these guys. I have to be careful with these nails. I'm going to rinse them. Just get that extra sodium off there, even though there's not a whole lot. Okay. We've got our olives. Yes, we do. Hallelujah. Oh, and Brian also got me an incense. It's not really, it's called incense. What is it called? It's a little black thing, and you put the cone incense. It's supposed to be essential oil, and you burn it, and there's a hole on the bottom so the air, it makes it go down so it looks like it's fog down below. Really neat looking. It's supposed to help reduce stress. Gotta try the olives. Get a container for that. So yeah, it's got like tea tree oil, peppermint, lavender. Well, I'll show you. It's right here. So it came like with 3 bags. It came with like 3 bags. And it says incense. I thought it said uncense, but incense. And on the back, it shows like different ones they have, like lavender, calming effects on the body. Lily, improves skin health. Peppermint, increases memory and focus. I definitely need that. Rosemary, quickly reduces cortisol levels. Rosemary. Orange, lifts mood and alleviates stress. Tea tree, antimicrobial, purifies the air. Well, it's antiviral. Lemongrass, quick recovery from anxiety. Definitely need that one. Apple, appetite control, and then rose increases happiness levels.
Did you show them how
You get more happy if you inhale this, you guys.
It burns down too, though. Did you tell them that?
What do you mean?
Show them that it burns down. It doesn't
Yeah,
burn up.
we're gonna burn one. Let's burn one together,
Okay,
guys.
let's burn one, everybody.
And look, there's different colors. You can see the colors. It's kind of dark in here, but
It does something I've never seen incense do, though. Which one do you want to do?
I was looking for tea tree. Wait,
Here's
one
tea
makes
tree
you
is
happy.
green.
Oh, okay. Well, one makes you happy. I don't know which one that is.
So instead of burning upwards, it burns down and it fills all these chambers up down here.
It is
Which I don't
kind of
understand because I thought hot air rose. But
Well, his daughter has one too, and she explained because there's a hole here and there's a hole in the incense that the air gets sucked down. The smoke gets sucked down.
and they burn up literally in like 5 minutes. It dumps there but it comes down in here. You'll see what it is.
Yeah, as long as we don't walk by it.
Look, see how it's already starting to go down?
If we don't walk by it and move it around, you'll see
Yeah,
it, and
it's
it looks
already
really
there.
nice. You can meditate just by looking at that. This is a video for de-stressing and calming. Judge-free zone. But yeah, I think I burned a green one already, and a yellow one, and a purple one. And I really don't know which one the purple is. But this contains 100 cones and just one bag, and he got me 3 bags. So, this could probably last me a very long time or a short time, depending on how much I use it. Come on, Kyra, get away from the camera. Get away from the camera. She was shaking the camera a little bit. But I usually, I can tell you this. Because I was an ex-smoker, I can't handle a lot of smoke. So if I burn one, I'm good. If I burn more than that, I start to feel like I need air. And it's nothing bad, really. It's just from, probably from me smoking all those years ago. So. Anyway. See, it's starting to go down. It looks so cool. These olives too. These olives are good. Okay. Keeping it simple. I'm not going to cut no olives. I'll just throw them on there. Don't need this anymore. I can put this away. This mixing cup goes over here by under the island where all my mixing cups are. See, I came over here and I disturbed it a little bit. It's like you got to be way away from it, away from fans, from anybody walking by it, because then the smoke just goes everywhere. And then we just need our sour cream. I like sour cream on mine. I bought some butter today for Stefan's cake. I got my sour cream here. Just gonna take the lid off of it. Get a little spoon for it. Get rid of this fork. So, any resolutions I should know about? Any kind of bucket list things you guys want to do? I want to walk more too, but weather permitting, right? How the smoke. Oh, hi, Noah. I love your cutting board. Thank you, Ricky. Brian got it for me for Christmas. It was early Christmas gift. And so I'm going to do a website and I'm going to start selling some of this stuff on my website. So we're going to sell these and maybe some aprons. That's for next year because, you know, everything takes time and it's like a New Year's thing. Gonna wave at you, Noah. Isn't that cool? So the air, there's a hole in the bottom of the incense and there's a hole where it sits so the air gets sucked down. It is so cool, right? Brian got me that too, and it's got essential oils in these cones. There's lily, lavender, peppermint, tea tree, orange, rosemary, lemongrass. Oh, and they have lemon. It says it promotes relaxation and relieves nausea. And then they have apple, appetite control, and rose increases happiness levels. We all need some of that. Are we happy or what? We are all happy. And then there's one for memory. Rosemary quickly reduces cortisol levels. Orange lifts mood and alleviates stress. Tea tree, it's like antiviral, purifies the air. And then peppermint increases memory and focus. And then the lemongrass, quick recovery from anxiety. Need to breathe that in quite a bit. But yeah, and there's 100 of cones per package, and Brian got me like 3. So this could last me probably for a while, considering I usually just burn 1 a day. Maybe 2. But anyway, so I've got my chicken tamale casserole in the oven. Second time, first time it was on for 20 minutes. We did the cake or the cornbread with the corn. 2 tablespoons of homemade taco seasoning. 1 egg, 1 cup of milk. And we stirred all that together. I put it in there for 20 minutes. Took it out. Poked it with a fork all over, put some enchilada sauce, and layered it with shredded chicken and layered it with cheese. The Fiesta cheese, cheddar, and Monterey Jack. And it's in there again for another 20 minutes. We're getting close to the time, and I was just cutting up our toppings. We've got tomatoes, we've got cilantro, olives, and sour cream. It is almost done. Let me look at the time. Yeah, so it's 7:06, so I'm going to look at it right now. It should be melted. It should be done. And I've got to get my little thingies. Kyra's chasing her tail. She's chasing her own tail. I do believe it is done. Yep, and that's what it looks like, guys. I'll get you a close-up as close as I can. There you go. You got all your cheeses melted. Everything is good to go. Set it right here on the stove. Hi, Geneva. Happy holidays. Okay, so we're going to get a plate and we're going to plate this because it looks so good. And I'm hungry. What I've eaten today was grapes, cheese. Oh, and earlier I did have an egg with over potato. But I am hungry again. So we are going to plate this because it looks so good, you guys. We'll use this. We'll use this right here. Okay. Still a little hot to the touch, not too bad. Can you guys see right there? Like, seriously? You see? I'm going to just bring you guys up a little bit more. There we go. It's one cheesy tamale. Look at that. So you got all your spicy cornbread. It's not spicy and hot wise, but it is a little spicy. Like, it has taco seasoning in it. That kind of spicy. But it's nowhere like hot spicy at all. And we're going to put some toppings on it. So, I think I'm going to start out with cilantro, since I've already cut this up.
Hey,
Not too much.
what?
And then I'm going to put some tomato on here. And I'm going to throw some olives on here. And I'm just going to pinch these. There we go. And sour cream, sour cream. Who doesn't love sour cream? There is some people that don't like it, but you can't please everybody, so we've got to please ourselves. Right? Woohoo! That one tumbled down. There we go. There we go. There's a close-up. Look how pretty that is. And now I don't even want to dig into it. I want to take a picture of it. I got to take a picture of it. I'll take a picture of the next one. And get a fork. Okay, here goes. So my chicken tamale casserole. And you know, you don't have to use chicken. You can just put other meat in there or leave out the meat. Mmm. You got the chewy chicken. Oh, that taco seasoning. Mmm. Everything just well put together. And that sour cream. Nothing beats it. I hope you guys love Mexican food because this is it. You've got all your flavors in there. You've got your corn. You've got your taco seasoning. You have your your cheese, your tomato if you like those toppings, the sour cream, olives, all of it. And that bread is slightly sweet, but not too sweet. I didn't add no sugar. It's just from the cornbread. Like I said, if you don't have a can of creamed corn, just use your mixer to mix up a can of corn, and you got your creamed corn without all the added junk they put to it. Yum, yum. I can't stop eating it, you guys. That's okay, right? It's okay. Now I'm on a mukbang with you guys. Where I'm eating, well, usually they're eating fast food or lobster or whatever they're eating. Yuck. Anyway, this stuff is good. I have to make my kiddos a plate and my fiance a plate. But I had to make us a plate first. Rule. So yeah, guys, whenever you're in a cornbread or tamale mood, this is it. Yummy. And I gave you guys a close-up before, but look, it's almost half eaten now. And so yeah. I'm going to let you guys go for now. I'm going to make a plate for my kiddos. And we're going to say a prayer and we're going to eat. And I might come on live later just to chat or something. Good times. All right, you guys, that's it. That is it. You guys ready to eat?
Yeah, they're hungry.
Okay. Say goodbye to everybody. I'm getting off.
All right. Stefan, it's time to eat. Shut your light off.
They're all starving, right? All right, you guys, I'm going to get off for right now. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night. See you later. Bye.